This is my rhubarb and custard tray bake. You've all been wanting me to bake this one, so here it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this served with warm custard. Of course, you could have cream and ice cream too if you want. Absolutely scrummy. Let's make it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some custard. You can of course use some ready-made custard if you prefer. In here I've got a tablespoon and a half of custard powder. And I'm going to add in a tablespoon and a half of sugar. I've got 200 mils of milk in here. I'm going to add some of the milk to my custard powder and sugar. Turn the heat up on that because we want that hot. And I'm going to dissolve the custard powder in the milk. Once your milk has got hot and you see little bubbles, add your custard powder. And we're going to mix this now. I always whisk it until it thickens up. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, about a teaspoon. It's optional. It gives it a little more flavour and more like a homemade custard taste. My custard has started to thicken nicely. You don't want it too thick, about that consistency is perfect. So we're going to set this to one side and allow it to cool. Next we're going to make our rhubarb cake. So in here I've got 200 grams of soft butter. I'm going to add in 200 grams of sugar. I'm going to mix this together until it's nice and soft and light and fluffy. That's perfect. I'm going to add 4 medium eggs, but I'm going to add one at a time. Some people ask me why I just don't do an all-in-one with mixing everything together. Well, I like to do it this way because you get a nicer and a softer sponge, I do feel. With the all-in-one, you get a more dense sponge. So we're going to mix this in. Add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 90 grams of ground almonds. If you don't want to add ground almonds, you can just add 90 grams of self-raising flour. And I'm going to add about 100 grams, half of my custard. It's cooled now. And we're going to leave the rest for the top. I've got 45 grams of custard powder. I'm going to mix all this together, fold it in. Great, now for the rhubarb, I've got 300 grams of chopped rhubarb here. I've chopped them into about 1 centimetre pieces. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of flour. This is just a little tip, it helps prevent the rhubarb from sinking to the bottom. And I'm going to add about 3/4 of that. I'm going to keep some for the top. And fold that in. Mix everything well together. And can you believe it? I forgot the self-raising flour. I've got 200 grams of self-raising flour. Add that in and fold it in. See, it happens to me as well. So I'm going to fold all that together. Good job I remembered. And that mixture looks a lot better. So we're going to set this to one side now. And get it into the tin. This is the tin I'm using. It's a 9 by 9. I will include the recipe for the 9 by 12 tray bake in the comments below. I know some of you like the bigger version. So we're going to get my cake mixture into here now. And spread it out. Gorgeous. All right, we're going to scatter my rhubarb on top. I like to put the skin side up because you get a nice colour on the top of your rhubarb sponge when it's baked. Now get the rest of your custard, and we're going to do a little indents here in the sponge, and we're going to add some to it in a few places. You could swirl it through as well. You could probably do this before you add the rhubarb to the top, and then swirl the custard through the mixture and then add your rhubarb. Great, that's it. All done. And we're going to get this into the oven now for about 55 to 60 minutes. Here it is everyone, my rhubarb and custard tray bake is ready. It smells wonderful, looks beautiful, doesn't it? I love the rhubarb on top and the little patches of custard too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just shake over a little bit of icing sugar, just a light dusting. How good does that look now? The icing sugar really makes it pop, doesn't it? Okay, let's cut a slice. So you can cut this into either 12 large slices or 16 smaller slices. I'm going to go for a large slice. That's a fabulous slice of rhubarb and custard tray bake. The sponge is nice and soft. It's risen lovely. You can see the rhubarb in there. The rhubarb on the top, and that custard really sets it off with the icing sugar sieved over it. Beautiful. The rhubarb hasn't sunk to the bottom either, which is perfect. I love this served with warm custard. Of course, you could have cream and ice cream too if you want. Absolutely scrummy. This rhubarb and custard tray bake is a beautiful recipe. I know you're all going to love it, and I do hope you try it out. Just look at that. Packed with fabulous rhubarb, custard, everything you want in a tray bake. The full recipe is below. Happy baking everyone, and enjoy. See you soon.